Hi everybody, so this is your next class in the series of working on various slings of the body. So we're going to work today on your anterior oblique sling, so that's taken in your external obliques across into your adductors. So a lot of the work we're going to do is going to be for your stomach into the legs, but trying to activate the adductors at the same time because they're really important at helping to stabilise across the pelvis. Okay, so we're going to do a little warm up and then we're going to get down on the floor and run through the rest of the class. I have got my ball, so if you've got your ball handy, then get hold of it because we'll use it for some of the exercises. But if you haven't got a ball, you could use a cushion or a rolled up towel, and you may want those things anyway just to support your head. So we'll do a little warm up. So we're going to start again, just quickly run through, focus attention on our posture, so it's toes apart, heels apart to get your feet hip distance apart, and then let's just start thinking about the top of your head, lengthening up through the back of your neck, through into the top of your head, just allowing your shoulders to drop down and away from your ears. Your chin is gently tucked in, so the back of your neck is nice and long. We're just going to roll back with the shoulders, loosen them up a little bit, open up through the chest. Just let them pull down and away from your ears. Hope lockdown is going well for you all in this dark and dismal weather, but hopefully you can get out and have a little bit of fresh air. Okay, and relax. Then we're just going to come onto your ribs. Take a deep breath in and out. Right, now we need to think about filling up the bottom of your lungs. Feel the ribs move out into your hands as you breathe in, and let your hands sink down and together as you breathe out. So it's that deep lateral breath. A couple more. Try not to let it come too far up into the apices of your lungs. Last one. Okay, bring your hands onto your hips, just a little bit of a tip forwards and back from the pelvis, tailbone under, arch your back, tuck the tailbone under, flatten the back, find that mid position, think about that neutral spine, small arch in your lower back, not too extreme, and then just drawing up and in through the lower part of your tummy, in the pelvic floor, draw up and in. So you've just got that awareness, that bit of tone and support through the lower part of your abdomen. Okay, let's just walk through the feet and the knees. Just start loosening up a little bit here. Okay, and then just bring your elbows into your sides, open and close with the arms, just to get a bit of rotation through the shoulders. Good. Click, click, click. And hold it here. Just bring your arms up in front of you. Let's just open the chest, center, open and center. Keep going, breathing. One more. Bring the hands to the center. Let's just do some arm opening. So round and open with the right. Round and open with the left. Looking at the hand as you go. Good. So just nice big circles, opening up through the upper back, letting the head and neck follow it so that you get that bit of rotation at the neck as well. Bring it back to the center, then let's just take both arms up and round. Opening again through the chest and the shoulders. I just want you to lift alternate knees up, just to start using your hip flexors. Keep your tummy drawn in, think about that nice level pelvis as you lift. And then we're just going to do a nice little circuit with the legs and the arms together. So let the legs relax down. We're going to come up with the right knee, both arms up, come out with the leg and behind with the leg. Left knee, both arms up, and out, and back, and again, and out, and back, side. One more circuit each side. And the other side. Good. Okay, and then just take the arms above your head and cross the hand to the knee. So we're starting to get that oblique sling joining in. Good. Hand to the knee, just warming it up, waking it up. Couple more. And relax, just walk it out, walk the feet out. Lovely. Okay, so like we always do, a little bit of balance work just to sort of get our core strength and stability again, functioning, waking up. So tummy drawn in, standing just on your right leg. Think about your hips staying level. Just want you to tap that outside leg. Keep going. Good. And then scoop that knee up and out. Up and out. Again, tummy drawn in. One more. On this one, I want you to bring the knee up, keep it there. Tummy drawn in, let's try some little squats. 2, 3 more. Hip, knee, toe, in as much alignment as you can. One for luck. And relax, good, walk the feet out. Same on the other one, standing just on your left leg. I'm just kind of working on opposite sides for you here, so hopefully it's mirroring, but as long as you do both sides, that's all that really matters. Good. And then we're going to scoop with that knee, so bringing it into a knee lift and out. In and out. Tummy drawn in. Breathing out as you lift, in as you stretch it away from you. Hold it up this time. 5 little squats. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, and relax down again. Walk those feet out. Okay, we're going to get stuck straight into our workout down on the floor, but we're going to do a lot of work in our process of getting down there. Okay, so we'll start with a little roll down. Let's take a breath in, arms up. Coming down, let's just go for a half roll down, chin to chest. Roll halfway, hands to the knees, bend the knees, extend your lower back, look up and forwards. Breath in, let yourself hang, and then let's uncurl. Tailbone first, rolling up. Shoulders down and relax, breath in, arms up, good. Here we go. And down again. Chin to your chest, just rolling. Halfway. Hands to the knees, bend the knees, extend the lower back, look up and forwards. And relax. Roll it back up. Shoulders down and relax, breath in, arms up. And down. Chin to your chest. Segment by segment, remember, roll down. Use your upper back. Hands to the knees, bend the knees, extend the lower back, look up and forwards. And relax down, just hang, dangle. Okay, just breathe in that position for a little while. Let the length build up in the backs of your legs. And then walk your hands out to a high plank for me. So it's tummy drawn in. Low with the hips. Breathing in and out, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back. Bring the right hand to the left knee and then walk it back out again. Hold that high plank tummy in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back, left hand to the right foot and walk it out again. Hold it here, tummy drawn in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more each side. So we're going right hand to left foot. Walk it out. Again, hips drop, tummy in. And walk it back. Left hand to the right foot. And walk it out. Again, hover in this high plank position, tummy in. And then we're just going to bring alternate knees to the chest. Bring it in and out. In and out. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One for luck. Sorry. Knees down. Little stretch back. Well done. Good. Okay, now I know we've already put a fair bit of pressure through those wrists and hands. So let's just come up, arms out in front. Let's loosen them up, because there's a little bit more work to do in that position. Up and down with the hands. Keep the fingers pointing forward, side to side with the hands. And then round, circle them round. And then take them the other way. Okay, this time turn your right palm to the ceiling, take hold of the fingers of your right hand, pull it back, stretch through the forearm muscles, lengthen out through the front of the wrist. And take the left palm up, wrist and fingers back, give it a little stretch. And relax, bring the hands back down onto the floor. And then we turn the hands out to face as far behind as they can, so the fingers are pointed towards the knees as much as possible. You'll feel that lengthen through the front of the forearm. If you're able to ease it back a bit, then do. Just to really loosen off those wrists. Keep it comfortable, but it's important to maintain that mobility. Very easily lost. Okie doke, so we're just going to do a little bit more work in that position. We're going to start with some press-ups, and then rather than last time when we were working our posterior sling, we tried to bias it to the tricep. This time we're taking it a little bit more to the front of the chest. So you're going to take the hands further forward and wider than shoulder distance. Again, you can be in a boxy position on your knees, just taking the weight into your arms. If you can, bring the legs a little bit further back, drop the hips, tummy in, load up the arms a little bit more. If you want to, I'm going to show off, hopefully I don't break my nose, you can go for a full press up. Whichever level is all right for you. Okay, so tummy's drawn in, breath in to prepare. Let's breathe out as we push up. Breathing out as you push the floor away. Really keep that tummy drawn in. Well done. Have a little stretch back. Good. And then we're just going to add to that a little bit with a shoulder tap as we come up from the movement. So again, we kind of bias it to one side of the sling. So again, hands are forwards and wider than shoulder distance. Tummy in, drop those hips if you can. Here we go. So we push the floor away, tap to the shoulder, tap to the shoulder. Go again. Breathe out as you push up, tummy drawn in. Really stabilise with your abs. And tap. And you may well, like I do, find one side is definitely better than the other. Good. Getting it. Breathe out to push up. And tap. And tap. Looking for as minimal movement as possible around the hips and the lower trunk. Good. And again. Breathe out to push. Tap. Tap. One more. Push it back. Have a little rest. Well done. Okay, so last exercise in this position, we're just going to go for our swimming in this position, so which I know is going to work your shoulder, back of your body. We're just going to bias it a little bit so that we have a knee to elbow while we're doing the movement to activate through the abdominals a little bit. Okay, so we're in 4-point kneeling, hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Think about that neutral spine position. So think about neutral spine, small arch in your lower back, tummy engaged, drawn up and in through the pelvic floor. Chin gently tucked in so the back of the neck is long, you're not extending through the neck. So keep your nose pointing towards the floor. Okay, so from here, we're going to think about putting the weight through your right knee and your left hand. I want you to breathe out as you let the arm and the leg float up. Tummy drawn in, and then we're going to go elbow to knee, lengthen out. Keep it all on the same side. Lengthen. Try and keep those hips square to the floor. Tummy drawn in, push strongly through that shoulder. This time hold it out long. Nice long hold. Tummy drawn in. Let's circle the arm and the leg. And the other direction. And bring it down. Well done. Sit back, have a little stretch. Same on the other side. Okay, so again, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. This time, nice and strong through your right hand and your left knee, pressing the floor away from you. Really engage through that shoulder, push the floor away. Get nice and stable around your shoulder girdle. Breath in to prepare, breathe out, lengthen out, tummy drawn in. And let's go elbow to knee and lengthen. Breathing out and in. Keep it going. Last time. Hold it out long, little circles. And change direction. Bring that down, sit back and relax. Well done. And relax those wrists and fingers off. Well done. Okay. Turn onto your back. Get hold of your ball because we're going to be using that now. So bring the ball into play. Lying on your back. We're just going to start knees bent, pop the ball in between your knees. So this is, like I say, where we're just going to activate through your adductors a little bit here. Okay, we're just going to run through your posture again. So again, think about the back of the neck being nice and long. Shoulders are down and away from the ears, gently squeezed in towards your lower back. Think about the rib cage. If your ribs are flaring up to the ceiling, what you imagine, you've got a set of springs at the end of your ribs coming down to your hip bones, and you're just going to tighten those springs. So you sort of soften the rib cage down towards the hips, tummy drawn in. So that's really engaged and activated the upper part of your abdominals. Thinking about drawing in the lower part of your abdominals, so engage up and in from the pelvic floor into the lower tummy. Okie doke, good stuff. Let's just start activating that. Little squeeze on the ball, bring the hands behind your head, really sort of scoop and support the back of your head and neck. The elbows are just in your eye line. Tummy in, breath in, breathe out, up to updo prep, and down. Breathe out to lift, into lower. Keeping that gentle squeeze on the ball, and lower. Really keep that tummy drawn in. Think about your ribs squeezing down towards the hips, so the work comes from the abdomen. Just Just one more. And relax, well done. Okay, so we're going for the same exercise, but this time we're just going to add a little bit more challenge to it by bringing your legs to tabletop. So we keep the ball in between the knees, bring the knees up to a tabletop position, still drawn in, still keeping that small arch in the lower back, neutral spine position. Again, support the back of your head. If this is too hard or it's uncomfortable, just keep the feet down on the floor. Here we go, breathing out. And in. Five more here. Ribs to hips, remember. Breathing out to lift, in to come down. One more. Have a little rest, give your knees a little hug. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to progress that a little bit more bias to the tummy and the abdominals and the obliques. So we're going to turn that into a oblique prep. So still staying up in tabletop if you can, feet down on the floor if you want to. Again, support the back of your head, tummy drawn in. Breath in to prepare. Breathe out to come to abdo prep. Then take your right elbow, cross to the left knee, back to centre and down. Breath in to prepare. Breathe out to lift. Crisscross, centre, down. Keep going. And again, breathe out to lift. In. Breathe out to crisscross, in to come back, out to lower. One more each side. And again. Give those knees a little hug, well done. Have a rest. Okay, so we're sticking with the ball between the knees just to keep the activation of your adductors. We're coming back to that double leg tabletop position, tummy drawn in, arms wide, and we're going to go into our hip twist in this position. So again, really activating across that oblique sling. Breath in, breathe out, take both knees across. Control, keep the pressure through this right shoulder as you go to the left. Vice versa as you go to the other side. Make sure you maintain the contact with that left shoulder and the floor. And as you come back, I want you to really think about drawing the rib cage back down onto the floor, which will just make you use those abdominals a little bit more as you bring that rib cage back down. Keep that tummy drawn in. Keep the hips and knees square, so you're maintaining that nice 90-degree angle at the hips and the knees. Going as far as you can, maintaining control. And like I say, keeping some pressure through the opposite shoulder girdle down into the floor. Last one. And pop the ball out, have a little rest, well done. Okay, we're just going to add to that, keeping the ball out this time, but we're still going with our hip twist exercise. So we're going to start at your tabletop position, tummy drawn in, arms wide. Okay, breath in, take the knees across. Once they're over there, lengthen out and come back to the centre. Bend the knees. Take them across, lengthen and centre. Good. Keep going. Same again, keep that opposite shoulder contacting the floor and really try and pull the rib cage back down onto the floor as you return your movement. Good. Keep breathing. Last time. And another little hug. Good. Well done. Okay, so we've got one more exercise in this position and then we'll change position for a little while. What we're going to do here is just your double leg stretch, which we will start with one leg at a time. Okay, so we're back up in our tabletop position, tummy drawn in, spine in neutral. This time both arms are coming up in front of you. We're going to start opposite arm to leg, okay, and we're just going to go in a straight line rather than drawing circles with the arms. So you're going to take your left leg, right arm over and back. Bear with me. Let's get a little bit of ability to move here. Here we go. Extend and back. Extend and back. Maintain that neutral spine position. Breathe out on the way out, in on the way back. So that oblique sling is kicking in to stabilise as you lengthen and to contract as you come back. One more each side. And relax, well done, good. Okay, we're just going to add one more challenge to that exercise. So if you're up for it, we're going to go both arms, both legs together, which is definitely harder. If you feel like that's too much of a strain on your back when you're doing it, just take the legs more vertical. Okay, the more horizontal they go, the more effort that is for your lower tummy and the more effort it is to stabilise your spine. So both arms are coming up in front of you, legs are up in tabletop. What we want to do with the arms this time, rather than just going straight over and back, if we want to be true to the exercise, you're going to take the arms over the head and they circle back round like you're drawing the letter D in the air. So it's a straight line and then a half circle back in order to create that D-shaped movement with your arms. So tummy's drawn in, spine neutral, breath in, arms up. Breathe out, extend and scoot round. You can stick with the single arms if this is too hard. Three to go. Last one. And give your legs a hug. Relax your tummy. Give your lower back a little rock side to side. Well done. And relax. Pop your feet back down. Good. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of work on your side. So turn onto your side, and if you can, bring yourself so that you can have your feet against a wall. Okay, so we're going to make the exercises a little bit more closed chain by just adding that bit of pressure against the wall. So we'll do some inside lying and some again on our back in this position. So get yourself comfortable, either supporting your head or flat down, whatever you prefer. Bottom foot is touching the wall or the sideboard, whatever you're near to. Top leg lifted, so we're lengthening through that top leg, tummy drawn in, hips are stacked on top of one another, so you've got that little gap underneath, and we're just going to work on our side kick, so that's leg forwards and back. So again, trying to stabilise by using that oblique sling, because that's what is going to get involved with this rotational movement. And having the bottom foot pressed against the wall, just adds that little dimension to the knee to help stabilise you. May even make it a little bit easier for some of you. Just that little bit of focus on what's happening with the lower part of your body. Really try and keep that top shoulder still so it's not rocking forwards and back to counterbalance you. Good. And hold it there. Just give me some little circles back with that leg. And forwards. And relax down. Well done. Have a little rest. Good. Okay, so still in this position, we're just going to take hold of the ball. Again, pop it in between your knees. This time I'm going to bend the knees so that the feet are in line with your bottom, knees are slightly in front, tummy drawn in. Again, that really nice stacked position with the hips, tummy drawn in. Feet stay together and they stay down on the floor. And we're just going to, hand on the floor if you need to, I do for this one. We're just going to lift both knees up and down. So it's a real rotational movement of the lower part of your body on the upper part of your body. If you can take the hand off the floor, then do, just to add again to that stability challenge. Two more, nice and controlled in both directions. And relax, pop the ball out. Okay, so turn onto your back, still with your feet attached to the wall. Okay, we're just going to do our one leg circle. So I want you to bring your right knee in to your chest, hold underneath it. Let's just give those hamstrings a little kind of early warning that we want some length out of them. So just bend and straighten that leg. And then let go of the leg, point it up towards the ceiling. So as much as you can, you're having that leg pointing to the ceiling. Arms are wide, tummy drawn in. Try and maintain the stability across the pelvis. And then you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your big toe. Okay, or you're imagining you are. Breathing out as the leg goes away, in as it comes back in line with your body, and you're trying to keep the stability across the pelvis, as little movement as possible. Tummy drawn in, other foot is touching the wall. Try not to brace back into the floor with your head. And change direction. Five, 4, last couple, last one, bend that knee and relax. Okay, so we're going to switch sides, straighten out your right leg, foot is against the wall, bring your left knee in, hold underneath. Let's have a little stretch through the hamstrings. Lengthen out, just to let them know we're going to need to have a nice long leg with this one. Okay, so legs going up towards the ceiling. If you're on a bit of a diagonal, that's fine. Other foot to the wall, tummy drawn in, pelvis level, arms a little bit wider. Tummy drawn in, here we go, off we go round and in. Really use your abdominals to stabilise the pelvis and really think about strong drawing in with those adductors to draw that leg back into you, nice and strong and controlled. let's change direction. Here we go, round, drawing that circle on the ceiling. Three more. Last one. Little hug. And relax. Well done. Okay, so we just need to do that other leg. Okay, so you're going to turn onto your other side. You want the other foot touching the wall. Now I'm going to face away from you so that I can still keep that foot facing or touching the wall. And there's no harm in you seeing the exercise from a different dimension really. So you're relax down, support your head or lie flat, lengthen through that top hip so the hips are stacked on top of one another, tummy drawn in, foot against the wall, top leg, we're into our side kick. Fingertip on the floor if you need it. Just using as much movement in that hip as you can without losing the stability. Hold it here, little circles backwards. And forwards. And relax, good. Then take your ball, pop it between the knees. The feet are staying together. Again, get that length through the top hip so your hips are stacked. Hand on the floor to give you a bit of support. Both feet are staying down and together. And then you're just lifting both knees up and round and control it back down. Make sure you're keeping that control in both directions. Breathing out to lift. In to lower. Like I say, it's like the lower part of your body's rotating on the upper part. Just one more. And relax. Well done. Pop that ball out. So push yourself up into sitting. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of roll back. Again, working on those adductors. Bring the ball back in. Pop it between the knees, so knees are bent. You're sitting up nice and tall. Try and get that lower back into as neutral position as you can. We're going to take the arms above your head. Take a breath in. Breathe out as you roll yourself down. Bring the arms forwards as far as you can. Breath in. Breathe out to come back up. And again. Nice, smooth, controlled movement rolling off your sit bones, C-shaped spine. Reach forwards with the shoulders, C-shaped curve, up to neutral. Here we go again. Roll down. Tummy drawn in. One more. And relax, good. Okay. Then we just take that into an oblique roll up. So we're going to stay up nice and tall, still keeping that gentle squeeze on the ball. Tummy drawn in, arms forwards and up. Here we go, roll it back. Open up into rotation. And the other side. Reach forwards and lift back up to the centre. Remember, as you go into rotation with the arm, you follow it with your head. So You rotate that upper body with the arm, reach forwards and up. 3 more like that. Tummy drawn in, only take it as low as you can, maintain the control. 2 to go. Last one. And relax down, good. If you can hear a dodgy noise, that is drilling from the kitchen. It's not me. Okay. Anyway. Got men doing DIY, which is always good. Okay. So we just want to do a few little stretches. I'm going to take you onto all fours for your stretches. Okay, so we can really open up again through those hip flexors because they've worked really hard. So in that 4-point kneeling position, I want you to bring your left foot to your left hand. Okay, and then if you can, push up onto the toes of that right foot to really, really open up through your hip flexors. If you can now, using the left arm, reach it up to the ceiling, open up, stretch through rotation in your trunk, bring it back down. Again, hold that hip flexor stretch, and again, rotate up and down. Just one more. And down. And then if you can, bring that left foot back to the right knee, down on your knees, and stretch back. Back onto all fours. Right foot is coming to the right hand. Pop the toes down into the floor on the left foot, lift up if you can. Again, nice big stretch through those hip flexors. And then using the right hand, reach round and up to add to the rotation. Down and again and down. Just one more and down. Just take that right foot back to the left foot, knees down, stretch it back. Well done. And relax, have a little lie down on your back. Take your arms wide, keep your feet together, knees together, just drop both knees to one side and look in the opposite direction, just nice and relaxed. Again, through that oblique chain. And then back to the centre of the knees, take them across to the other side, look in the opposite direction. And back to the centre. Hug your right knee into your chest. Let the left leg lengthen out on the floor. Let it sink down. Just ease the tension on that right leg. Take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and take it over your body. And back to the centre. Hug your left knee in tight. Straighten out your right leg. Again, lengthen out through that hip flexor. Ease the tension on there. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Take it over your body. Back to the middle. Both legs out straight, arms above your head, big stretch all the way through. Nice deep breaths. And relax. Okay, turn onto your side. Just push yourself up into sitting. however you're comfy. Just a little roll of the shoulders. Release off any tension through the shoulders and the head and neck, and then just let your leg side bend to the right and side bend to the left. One more of those each way. And the other side. And relax. Good, okay. Well done. That's your anterior oblique sling done. And then we're just going to come back next week for your lateral sling, and that's your 3 sort of sling classes put together for you, so you can be working hard on those before we come out of lockdown and hopefully get back into our normal classes. Good. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye bye.